Thank you all for joining us for Solomon Society Lite Nite virtual experience. For all those who have logged on a few minutes early, yes, you are in the right place. The program will begin shortly, so please enjoy some music from our Solomon Society 2019 Mensch of the Year, Stephen Kaufman and Los Julios Locos. Would like to welcome you all to Solomon Society Virtual Lite Nite. Don't worry, we can't see you, so no one will know if you're wearing pants, recently shaved, brushed your hair, or doing magic tricks. Before we begin, we would like to thank our amazing underwriting, sponsorship, and donors for their continued support of Solomon Society of Jewish Federation of Orange County.
How we doing? Yes, Solomon Society in the house. Like literally, you're all in your houses. Like normally we go out of the house, but it's 2020. It's 2020. And welcome everybody to Lite Nite, the Bud Light version of Late Night. That's right. It's not going to be the greatest thing you've ever tasted, but it's still beer. It's better than nothing. I got to say, because late night, what we usually do, late night is like the Four Seasons. Lite Night is like the Four Seasons landscaping company. You knew where I was going with that one. For the record, it's still better than Light Bright. Remember that awful toy your parents gave you when you were like 10? This is back in the 80s. And you just stuck these pegs into a thing and it would light up. My kids who all have iPads and iPhone, if I gave them a Light Bright, here, play with this for 2 hours, they'd be like, Dad, this sucks. This is the worst thing ever. So this is better than that. This is Lite Nite is better than Light Bright. Also, oh wait, 1 second. I just got word, Governor Newsom just announced a Zoom curfew. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. We got to shut it down. I'm kidding. No, we could go till 10. All right. By the way, it's very exciting because there are over 350 people watching right now. And by tomorrow, there's going to be a recount. And it'll be up to like 1,000. Too soon for the recount jokes? By the way, what? I'm just getting word again. Oh, they're calling California for Bernstein. Okay, where is Gideon, one of my co-hosts? I have many. Gideon, are you there?
I'm here. How you doing, Elon?
Oh, are you kidding me? I don't have to leave my house. I'm fantastic. I haven't had to leave in 8 months. Do you know how much flying I'm saving right now? I mean, okay, I'm losing miles, but I'm saving just torturous TSA moments of, the nightmare. But let me just say I'm excited to be here doing this because, look, obviously this year is different in a lot of ways. And we all wish we could be there in Anaheim and together and having fun and eating and drinking. But by the way, no reason that you shouldn't be drinking right now. Check this out. You ready for this?
Oh my God.
Is that enough Macallan? Should we all make a l'chaim quickly right now, everybody?
Why not?
Let's just do a little pouring. This is like the Costco version. Yeah, you know, Costco. You guys know Costco. L'chaim, everybody. Lite Nite 2020. Next year, we should either be in Jerusalem
Cheers,
or
man.
Anaheim. All right, so it's obviously different in you know, a myriad of ways. That's an SAT word. You're welcome. What has not changed is that the Jewish Federation of Orange County and the Solomon Society, we're all here for you, for the Jewish community. Tonight will be an evening of camaraderie, of philanthropy, of inspiration, of jokes, we hope. And it's just going to be fun. So I'm so excited you're all here. Gideon, just explain to the folks watching how exactly this is going to go down.
Thanks, Elon Gold. Great to see you. And thank everyone for tuning in tonight. This is a special night of philanthropy. This has never been done before for Solomon Society, and it's fantastic to have everyone here. The Jewish Federation of Orange County mission is to convene and engage Jewish community, lead the community through crisis, develop lay leadership, assist those in need, partner with community organizations, and strengthen the bond between Israel and Orange County. And Solomon Society, we bring together a community of philanthropic men to do good while also building some of the best relationships that I've personally made. Tonight, we are sharing the impact of our collective contributions given to strengthen our community. And in real time, we're going to be sharing with you the funds that we've raised to support this mission. How will we do that? Well, anytime during tonight's program, you can do the following. You can visit jewishoc.org/Lite Nite Give. You can text 949-528-0815 and follow the prompts, or you can text 949-531-3600 with your donation amount. And if you use email, you can go to solomonsociety@jffs.org with your donation amount. Keep that on the screen right now. There you go.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. By the way, it's that simple. It's that simple. It's texting, it's emailing, and you could help out so many in need. By the way, also, we have an all-star lineup. If you think I'm the biggest celebrity you're going to see on your little Zoom screens tonight, you're sadly mistaken. We've got a crazy William Shatner. Yes, the man, I don't do a Shatner. As you can see, I don't do a William Shatner. Mark Cuban, Adam Carolla, and oh my goodness, one of our finest actors on the planet, Bryan Cranston, all here for us, for the Solomon Society. I'm so excited about this. They're going to give us some powerful testimonies and you know, and just show how it impacts our community and the community at large. Now, I would like to pass it over, even though we're not up to that holiday yet. Hey, by the way, if we're still doing this on Passover, I'm going to check. I can't do that. Do you remember the Zoom Seders? You remember the Zoom Seder of last year? Yeah, it was the only Seder where you not only break the matzah, you break Yontif. All right, that was more for the Orthodox and conservative. Anyway, here's the point. I'd like to pass it over to, oh my goodness, do I love this man. He is just a very special guy, a mensch. He's one mensch, like what, probably twice. You all know him, you all love him, and you all can't stand his jacket. Here he is, the chair of Solomon Society, Kenny Beer. Take it away, Kenny.
Good evening, Solomon Society members and guests. I'm so excited that you have joined us for such a special evening. Pour yourself a l'chaim, kick back, enjoy Lite Nite. Many of you may be asking, why are we doing this? Why now? And what are we doing here tonight? The answer is simple, guys. We're doing what we do best and what we have done here since the inception of Solomon Society 12 years ago. We are ensuring and securing our Jewish future through two traditions. First, building camaraderie of Jewish men, the brotherhood that we each share. Through good times and bad, we've all been here for one another, and we will continue to be. Second, philanthropy, securing resources to ensure that our fellow community members have what they need to live a life of measured success both from a health and economic perspective. We can't and won't save the world, but I know so many of you here tonight share my passion in trying. You know what they say, anyone who can save a life as if he had saved an entire world. As so many of us have shared in conversation through the years, anti-Semitism is on the rise. It's no longer over there, it's here, folks. It's in our own backyard. We need to continue to strengthen our Jewish community. We're so much stronger united. For next year, we have a full calendar of exciting things happening, and I maintain that we will be together live in person sooner than later. But in the meantime, we get to hang out this way. Hey, Peter, how you doing, buddy? Are you wearing pants tonight?
None of your business if I'm wearing pants. Let's talk about that fakakta jacket.
Well, wait a minute. If you're talking about this, if I don't wear it, you're just going to bug the heck out of me to put it on. I'm just trying to finish up here, Peter.
Do your thing, Ken.
Thanks. Guys, as 2021 approaches, I ask you all for your continued support, your dollars, your time, your brotherhood, and most importantly, your passion to make that difference. I am confident we can and will do great things in our future years together. A huge thanks goes out to the Solomon Society leadership team who worked tirelessly putting this great evening together. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. L'chaim.
So, Kenny, we got some big stuff tonight. We're going to have a lot of different tidbits for us. Initially, you saw Elon Gold once. We're going to have him come back for a few minutes of comedy. We all love that. There's going to be some really interesting cameos from some famous supporters of the Solomon Society. So don't miss that. I think you'll be surprised. We're going to have a few guys talking about why they're involved in the Solomon Society. Not only why they're involved, but what they get out of it as well. So that'll be interesting. But I think to kick off, we need a reminder. We need a reminder of all the past fun we've had. So stay tuned right now for a montage of some supper clubs, of some late nights, some golf events. Look for your friends and enjoy. Enjoy the rest of the night, everyone. And echoing Kenny, l'chaim.
My life's been blessed with so many gifts from above. God has made his universe with love, and he's made us partners in a mystical plan. Each of us must do all he can. Tikkun olam, tikkun olam, tikkun olam, Selah. Who needs not is truly rich and so wise. God has laid it at your feet before your eyes. See the miracles around in the air, on the ground. Be a light, let your kindness out.
Wow, just look at all that camaraderie. It warms the heart. You know what doesn't warm the heart? When Gideon gets a text saying that his mic looks bigger than my mic. And you know what? First of all, Gideon, I took out just enough to win. Google that. It's a Milton Berle joke. But I love that. And Kenny, really, seriously, with the jacket. He who saves one jacket smells up the world entire. That thing has got to go. When Peter McDonald, and I'm not going to say he's a goy because that's derogatory. We all love Peter. He's a righteous Gentile. When Peter McDonald uses the word fakakta, it's time. It's time. Anyway, I got to say, seeing those slides, it just makes me miss the Solomon brothers. Even though throughout the year I get to go to other events and we hang out. Just had dinner the other night, last week, with a couple of Solomon boys and their wives. It's always fun being a part of this crew. And look, I have I am honored to be a Solomon myself. I remember when I started out, this was just a gig for me, and I was like, oh, it's a cool gig. Then I met everyone, and I became a brother with a simple donation and a few more after that. But the point is, you too can be a brother, a Solomon brother. We'll take a sister, we'll take a Solomon other. But whatever, the point is, Solomon Society is the men's division of the Jewish Federation of Orange County. To be a member of this amazing philanthropic group of men and attend its stellar programming, and trust me, it's stellar, you need to make a donation to Jewish Federation of Orange County's annual campaign in the amount of $1,000. We'll take more, but that's the minimum to join our little crew here. These payments, by the way, can be made in installments. We all know how difficult it is for everybody out there. Hey, I don't know if you heard, but stages are closed. Comedy clubs are shut down. You think it's difficult for you. Anyway, you can make quarterly payments. You could just visit jewishoc.org /Lite Nite Give to join tonight. You could be one of us. How exciting is that? Now, I'd like to introduce the 2019 Late Night Chair, David Thalberg, who is with another brother, and they'll share why they are involved with Solomon Society. I will see you guys later this evening. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be drinking. I'm going to light up this. I'm going to enjoy this. So we'll see you soon. Guys, take it away.
A little over 5 years ago, my family and I moved to Orange County from New York City. We knew virtually no one. Luckily, I was introduced to Stuart Wolf, who invited me to a thing called a Guys' Night Out, where I met guys like Kenny Beard, Mike Stoll, Carl Katz, and said, these are my people. Well, since then, I have now moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. And guys, you're still my people. Your dedication and your support to giving back and also having the best time possible, well, that just can't be beat. So congratulations and welcome back. And now I turn it over to my brother from another mother, Scott Seigel.
In 2014, I was asked to be president of Temple Bat Yam, and I recognized I needed to better engage with our Jewish community. That year, I went to Late Night, headlined by Howie Mandel, and I was embraced by the warmth, the camaraderie, the laughs, and the tremendous good works the guys do. And Solomon Society has helped me discover and uncover a brotherhood, a bond that I didn't have before. There's so many ways up the mountain of Judaism. There's Torah, community, Israel, and I just hope as our generations have done before us, we are setting the stage for our kids to continue to not just have a leap of faith, but a leap of action.
Being part of the Solomon Society reminds me of the importance of giving back. This brotherhood welcomed me with open arms, and I reminded daily that we are stronger together as individuals. How about you, Ron?
I got involved with Solomon Society when I realized a large group of guys I know and really admired were very active in the group and were doing important work and at the same time having a great time. I knew at that moment that I really wanted to be part of this organization. It helps to satisfy my desire to be a part of the community and to aid the community. And at the same time, I get together with a great group of guys for all kinds of programming. I've met some really great new friends and some important friends to me, and have had some incredible new experiences. I'm really proud to be part of this organization. How about you, Bernie?
The reason I got involved with the Solomon Society was a number of years ago. I was looking to become friends with like-minded men and also to do something positive for the community as a whole, especially the Jewish community. Over the years, I've established exactly that. I've made a lot of wonderful relationships with some men that are just outstanding in the community, and we also have done a tremendous job in helping the Jewish community as a whole. I look forward to continuing this success and continuing these relationships. How about you, Howard?
Oh, wow. I didn't see you there. Right. Solomon Society is more than a network of mutually supportive men. It's a really unique group that brings influential leaders in the community together. And as a result of my getting involved with it, you all have become my brothers, all of you. And I've become a part of a community that really tries to do genuine good for society from an underlying perspective of Jewish values. And I look forward to future jam sessions when we can gather together soon.
Man, that Howard Mirowitz can bend that harmonica just like Bob Dylan. Amazing. So while Elon's getting ready for his set, I'd like to bring on Adam Miller. And, Adam, let's catch up a little bit about Solomon Society and all the amazing relationships that we've built over the years.
No, thank you, Gideon, for having me here. It's great to be part of this event tonight and to be here with Solomon Society. And just the relationships, as you said, have been absolutely amazing, built over time, friendships. My business partner came from Solomon Society. And just the lessons I've learned about giving from everyone here and the passion they have has just really changed my life from the time I moved back to Orange County.
Yeah, I think we met through Solomon Society, didn't we?
That's definitely the PG story. But thank you, though, Gideon. I'm just so glad to be part of this evening and to be invited to do this with you. It's just truly a privilege.
Me too, Adam. And, it's been so great to have you involved representing the next generation of our Solomon Society leadership. You also bring down the average age of the group, which is never a bad thing, but I bring up the average good looks.
We'll let you believe that, Gideon. I'm pretty sure that's also the entire reason why at 38, you still call me a young leader, as it makes you feel much better about yourself. The truth is, Jewish Federation is here to care for and strengthen our Jewish community here in OC, Israel, and around the world. The work of Jewish Federation, though, is reliant on our donor support. Thank you to everyone here tonight who's already given, and I want to encourage everyone else to give. Gideon, question for you. Do you know how much Solomon Society guys raise on average each year towards the total Jewish Federation of Orange County annual campaign?
5 or 10%?
Thankfully, you don't do a career that has to do with math. Oh, wait, never mind that. But it is 42 and 45%. That is how important the Solomon guys are to this organization. Only with our help can Jewish Federation fulfill its mission. When you give through Solomon Society, you're a part of something bigger and greater than yourself. Not only are you a part of this great group of philanthropic Menschy men, you're part of over 2,000 donors to Jewish Federation. It's just amazing to be here tonight. I know every year we get together and we have the privilege of having Elon MC. And, I know you and I are doing a tryout tonight to see if we might replace Elon in the future. But at least for tonight, I look forward to Elon doing this and really being part of this amazing and special evening.
And yes, it is a special evening because we can actually understand what you're saying tonight, Adam. You're not talking too fast. So that's amazing. Anyway, let's get some entertainment rolling. Don't turn away or you'll miss a special message from a true all-star.
He's back. Thank you, fellas. Wow. Well, here we aren't. Listen, all I know is Doris leaves and the world falls apart. Doris, come back. We need you, Doris, please. Oh, you guys remember Anaheim? How much fun and the steaks and the drinks and me. Oh, the one good thing about not being back there is none of us have to see or smell Kenny's jacket. Oh, yeah. You ever have Kenny walk by you just got that whiff like, whoa, that jacket is decades old. But here we are. This is it. I'm going to do a few jokes. I know. It's not easy. Don't tell me. I've been doing this for months. Listen, nothing says stand-up comedy like a teleconference. I get it. I know. I'm upset more than anybody that we used to Waze to everywhere and now we Zoom to nowhere. And these Zoom comedy shows, it's just, what can I say? Temper expectations. It's not ideal. I used to go to comedy clubs and every night it was like new and fun and exciting and dangerous. And, see, I approach these Zoom comedy shows the same way I do going to bed with the wife, It's a very similar approach. It's like, I'm grateful for the opportunity. no guarantees that this is going to be the best night of our lives, but hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. It's good to be here. I mean, I'm always here. I live here, but being here with you in this way and what we're trying to get done here. Listen, I'm going to do my best to perform. No guarantees that I'm going to knock your socks off. But hey, the more I see you enjoying, the more I'll enjoy. And I want this to be a pleasurable experience for all. And look, I'm not expecting accolades, or any cheering, like, woohoo! In fact, I probably won't know how this goes until after, when I get that text that's like, that was fun, great energy, and thanks for not phoning it in like the others, which is a weird text to get from your wife, because you're just like, I'm right here. You could have just told me. And there are others? What others? The key in both the Zoom comedy show and being with the wife is just try not to make it humiliating. That's the key. It's, look, I'm gonna do my best not to peak early, and you do everything you can to at no point start peeing. That's the key to these things. But it's a weird time. You know what I mean? Solomon boys and girls and others, it's a weird time. Is it me, or does it feel like everyone's either asymptomatic or anti-Semitic? And like being asymptomatic, you can be anti-Semitic and not even know you have it. Like, take Mel Gibson. He may not have known he had it, took a little alcohol to activate it, and boom! He must have been like, oh my God, I have it. But how did I get it? My father gave it to me. I was just with him 5 days ago, and he was spewing Jew hatred right at me. And then you have the more mild cases, those with mild symptoms, like maybe they'll just tweet something like, it's all about the Benjamins. And I'll see this tweet and I'll be like, oh, she should get tested. Yeah, she has it. But, she's in denial, like, no, I don't have it. And I'm like, really? Really, you don't? Can you still smell? Because I can, and I smell an anti-Semite. You got to watch out for the severe cases, though. You know what I'm talking about. David Duke, Louis Farrakhan, the super spreaders. They not only have it, they want to give it to everyone. And then, of course, there's Donald Trump, who had it, got rid of it. I'm not just talking about COVID. I'm talking about the other thing. And I'm not saying he's an anti-Semite. I would never say that. I'm just saying that once your daughter converts and your grandchildren are Jewish, you have the antibody and you can't get it again. Here's the thing. I know many of you right now are very happy about the results, and some of you are still in recount mode. Either way, as a comedian, this is a tremendous loss. I mean, the wealth of the material. My favorite thing about Donald Trump is how he would be boastful about terrible things. He could spin anything as long as he could find a way to make it number one. We are number one in COVID cases. I mean, you look at the world. We're doing better than everybody. There's so many countries and they all have COVID, but they don't have it like I do. Like, look at this country. Like, we have like tremendous numbers. Okay, I mean, you look at the infections just yesterday. We doubled like half of the population of any other country. We've done more. And look at the deaths. We've got great deaths. We've got tremendous deaths, better deaths than anyone. And, Obama, and they don't want to talk about this, but Obama, he had the H1N1 with Joe Biden. They had that. They had barely any deaths. And we've got tremendous deaths. And nobody wants to talk about it. He just spins he will spin this election loss like, I lost this election bigger than anybody. You look at any incumbent president, nobody lost like I did. Like, just the popular vote. Look at the numbers. It's like, what 5 million? Nobody had 5 million people voting against them. That was like a tremendous loss. And the fake news media, they'll say, he lost badly, but I didn't lose badly. I lose worse than badly. I did like probably very, very badly. I did like terribly, terribly badly. And yet nobody wants to talk about it. But I'm like the biggest loser. I should be on that show. I would win before I even got there because I'm also fat. I could go on, but Solomon, people, my brothers, my sisters, my family, I love you all. I'll be back shortly, but first, here's a legend, William Shatner. Take it away, Bill.
Hi there, I'm William Shatner, and I want to talk to you about the Solomon Society. Great organization doing great work. They need funds. Everybody needs funds in these last months, but they too need your help. Please help them. I wish you well and thank you in advance. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, I miss you. Life is just not the same without you. Solomon Society always tried to provide programming that was unique, informative, and fun. And during late night, we worked with Elon Gold to find comedians that would make the evening one to remember. And I hope you'll agree that we succeeded, even though there were some evenings that we'll remember more than others, like who could forget Sarah Silverman? But comedy aside, I was always on a quest for a specific speaker, a celebrity, one who shares our Jewish values, and one who is a mensch. I have to admit that I love basketball, and he is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Have I given it away? Solomon Society, here he is, Mark Cuban.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban from Shark Tank, and I just want to say thank you to everybody from the Solomon Society. All the work that you do to protect our heritage, our legacy, the people who suffered so greatly. It's just so important, and I'm so thankful that you're there for them. Thank you, everybody. Continue success, and let's never forget.
Gideon, isn't it amazing that we got Mark Cuban to do this? I know that Doris has literally been trying forever. But I think my favorite part about that was he said, I'm Mark Cuban from the Shark Tank. When I'm pretty sure that 98% of us know him from something completely different.
Right? What's that? All right. Well, Doris, we are so thankful that you're here with us tonight and sending a message out to our group. We want to take this opportunity to thank you for your incredible contribution to this organization and to Solomon Society. We dearly miss you. You have a team that has followed your footsteps and is doing an amazing job. Want to take now this moment to gear up for our first fundraising check-in of the night. Adam, would you like to share the number with us?
Of course, Gideon. Thank you for making me your Vanna White for the night. As of right now, though, the key thing is we have raised a total of $126,710. Thank you, guys. We know we are just getting started. We can only do our work with your support. Your generosity allows us to do so much, whether it's engaging young adults and their families, bringing young children and making them love Judaism, caring for the most vulnerable in the community, being here for our aging Holocaust survivors, or leading our community through a crisis, such as the pandemic we all just dealt with, or the recent fires in Irvine. What Jewish Federation does is it creates collaborative experiences in partnership with our community organizations. It builds community.
Setting up the Lite Nite event and seeing this progress has been amazing. The amount of philanthropic dollars that we've been raising has been just totally outstanding. And want to thank you all for participating and helping them make this night what it is. Now is not the time to go to the bathroom. You're going to need to hold it for the next 7 minutes if you have to. Just take a seat and get comfortable. And now that we've had some laughs, we'd like you to get ready for our next guest. He has a story for you. And this is a time for you to get your phones out because you'll want to take action after you hear this.
Thank you, Solomon Society, for having me be a part of Lite Nite. My name's Greg Rosenbaum, and I'd like to share a little of my story with you. I'm originally born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama, to a Jewish family. At around 5 years old, my mother and father separated, and I can remember from that point forward my dad not being a real present or active part of my life. After my parents' divorce, my mom and I moved a few times throughout elementary, middle school, and high school. I can recall back to some of my earliest memories, always being a happy, loving, caring, intelligent, friendly kid. But I can also remember never feeling comfortable within my own skin, always feeling like I didn't fit in, not a part of, or just different. Throughout moving around as a kid, these feelings always stayed the same. When I graduated high school, I went to college at the University of Alabama to pursue a degree in financial management. I remember when I was off on my own in college, alone for the first time, I can remember those deep-seated issues manifesting in a more profound way. Shortly after arriving in college, I found drugs and alcohol, as well as major depression, which led to my issues becoming more severe over time. I graduated college and moved back home to live with family while pursuing a job. My issues continued to get worse, unresolved and unaddressed, and led me into the darkest depths that I've ever experienced. I was given an opportunity to come to California to deal with my depression and deal with my substance use and alcohol issues. After arriving in California in early 2012, I had to rebuild my life in some way, shape, or form. I recalled from as a kid remembering that the Jewish Federation had always been there for me and my family. Whether it was in Birmingham, Alabama, or Florida, the Jewish Federation was always there for me. And so I remember early on into my time in California, I remember reaching out to the Jewish Federation here in Orange County. I remember speaking to a lady named Nancy, and she asked me, "Hey, Greg, why don't you come down to our offices and let's talk?" At that point, I needed some kind of guidance, some kind of help to get on my feet. I remember finding a ride to the Jewish Federation in Orange County with no way or clue how I was going to get home. I met with the team at the Jewish Federation, and through the generosity and through the programs that they offer, I was able to get much needed assistance to help me get on my feet. Things like food cards, things like helping subsidize my first month's rent, etc. It was monumental and profound for me, and it gave me the opportunity to really get a chance to focus on getting a job and establishing a foundation here in California, all the way back in 2012. Since then, I've had the opportunity to continue to improve and better my life, and now I own business here locally in Orange County and have established roots here. I often think back to the most profound things that have been done for me in my life, the tzedakah and charity people have offered me and things that people have done for me and the kindness of their heart. And what the Jewish Federation and the Solomon Society too did for me still holds a place in my heart as being one of the most profound gifts that I've ever been given. I want to remind you that back in 2012, you guys didn't make a donation. You made an investment in me. And now I'm honored to invest back into the community and the leadership that's impacted my life. Please join me today in doing the same.
I don't know what I can say. People ask you, turn away.
Thanks to you, Jewish Federation provided more than $118,000 in emergency grants to 93 families financially impacted by the COVID pandemic. Thanks to you, Jewish Federation gives more than 1,700 parents living in Orange County helpful tools and resources to have meaningful Jewish conversations and experiences with their kids each month through PJ Library. Thanks to you, Jewish Federation built a volunteer hub and paired 60 community members in need with volunteers, ensuring that people sheltered at home received the help they needed. Thanks to you, Jewish Federation helped more than 230 Jewish small business owners apply for the Paycheck Protection Program so they could keep their doors open. Thanks to you, Jewish Federation, in partnership with the Claims Conference, delivered COVID-related supplies to 139 Holocaust survivors living in Orange County. Thanks to you, Jewish Federation ensures that the residents of Horwitz Family House, one of our Jewish residential homes for adults with special needs, enjoy virtual wellness, social, and art activities twice a week.
Hi guys, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I wish I could be there to join you for another great Solemn Society event. But for sure, I look forward to seeing you next year. Thanks for all the good that you do. If Solemn Society were a football team, you guys would be going to the Super Bowl. Kenny and Scott might be riding the bench, but the rest of you guys are playing great. Next year, I look forward to us all going to a Rams game. Take care and see you soon.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dennis Prager, enjoying myself at home during the happy days of this lockdown. In case you don't know me, I'm sarcastic. But in any event, got to make the best of what exists. Listen, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate your work for the Solomon Society and what you do, and especially the work that I know of with Holocaust survivors. Jewish tradition holds that the greatest people are the people who do good for people who will not be in a position to repay them. That's you. You're in the highest category of goodness that exists. You're doing this with obviously no expectation of these people ever being able to do things like this for you, though I know they do something for you in a very real sense in their appreciation of what you do. I also want to say that all of you who are watching and are not part of the society, to please help them in their work.
Wow. Talk about compelling. Thank you so much, Greg, for sharing your story with us tonight. So moving. And just to really see that whole circle of giving from when your family was the recipient, from the good deeds that Federation and all the donors of Federation were able to do, to now circling around that you can actually contribute and help other people, is just totally amazing.
Gideon, it is amazing how Jewish Federation helps people. The important thing is everyone here tonight, through the money they give, they're the ones who are doing it. It's how we help people like Greg and so many more, many of whose names you will never know, but many of whom may have sat next to you before or may sit next to you in the future. Because the beauty is there's that circle where sometimes we need and sometimes we give. But that's the beauty of giving to Jewish Federation. We all play a part in creating these success stories. We all play a part in being there for each other. Gideon, at this point, it's just in. I want to share with you another fundraising update. We are now at $246,710. Thank you to an anonymous donor who gave $120,000 tonight. It's absolutely amazing.
L'chaim!
Gideon, I think you forgot your pants.
Amazing! Amazing! That is so great. You know, there's a quote that I love. We make a living by what we get, and we make a life by what we give. And what we have been giving is really going to make a difference for Federation and for our community. So how'd you guys like Vince Ferragamo making fun of Kenny and Scott? Just totally priceless, as usual. And now I have a special message of gratitude from one of our many brothers who are on the front line. During these challenging times of the pandemic, it is only right to pause and to recognize these amazing people who do the work that we have done to address the various needs in our community. And also coming up are two compelling stories of impact that are a testament to the importance of Jewish Federation.
And Gideon, it's amazing to hear it. It shows Jewish Federation is here to help, and it's here for good. For over 50 years, we have addressed the needs in our community. Most recently with the pandemic, we just heard about the launch of the Volunteer Hub. There was the PPP support, and we also launched an emergency assistance grants. But even 30 years ago, we were helping families, and we will continue to be helping families 30 years from now because of the great work that everyone here is doing and the support of everyone here tonight.
So my good friend Eric, you're going to take it away soon. Sam, you're on deck, and Dimitri, Frank, and Morgan, you guys gear up.
Hi, I am Eric Alkalumre, and on behalf of our community's first responders and healthcare providers, We appreciate the outpouring of love, support, and gratitude for the work that we do, especially during such challenging times as the current pandemic. I want to take a moment to return the words of gratitude. Thank you, the donors of our great community, for providing necessary resources to provide relief to community members in need. Beyond food, housing, and healthcare support, know that you bring hope for a better, easier, less worrisome tomorrow. Stay safe and stay generous. Thank you.
Hey, Solomon Brothers. Eric, thank you so much for everything you have done for us, and I also want to thank all our frontline workers. It has just been amazing what you've done during this really difficult time. As many of you know, my name is Sam Wyman, and I'm chair of Federation's Grants and Allocations Committee. We have had a year like none other, and we've been able to step up and help people with food, housing, shelter, medicine, and really be there at a time of need for our community. We're really excited because now we are able to participate in a matching program through National Jewish Federation, something they're calling their Human Services Relief Match. So every eligible donation between now and December 31st will qualify for this match, but it must be a new and additional gift. So this is something over your annual gift, or you're a new giver for the first time. Now, if you haven't given a gift in 18 months, but you want to do it tonight, we'll consider that a new gift. And every dollar you give will be matched 50%. So I would strongly encourage all my Solomon brothers to dig deep. This is a time of need. It's a time when we can really make a difference. And it's a time when your dollars can go even further than ever. So if you're interested, please contact our very own Stephanie Epstein. And I want to thank everybody for everything they do to make Solomon, Federation, and our entire community stronger. Have a great evening.
Hi, Solomon Society. If we haven't met, my name is Dmitry Chabatarov, and I'm a proud and honored member of Solomon Society L'Chaim Club, along with the Jewish Federation of North America National Young Leadership Cabinet. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about my own story. I was born in Moscow in the Soviet Union. When the Soviet Union collapsed, my family came to Orange County. I was just 3 years old. I turned 30 this year. And the Federation helped us out a lot. Aside from sponsoring us to come to this country, there was also a grocery program where we didn't have a lot of money. Federation brought food, and it really helped us out, especially in those early days. Now that I'm an adult and I'm able to give back, there's nowhere else I'd rather go and give back than to Federation. The Federation is one of the most beautiful programs that I think has ever existed. There are so many different programs within Federation that it's almost impossible for one person to comprehend how much this Federation gives back to the community.
Hi guys, surprise! It's Andrea Alfi, the incoming president for Women's Philanthropy. I just wanted to quickly crash your party and say congratulations for everything you do and give you some quick love and respect. I've been involved with Federation for about 5 years through Women's Philanthropy and have loved getting to know a lot of you through events. You guys are such a fun group of guys with all your volunteerism, donations, generosity. So thank you, thank you. I've been a Lion of Judah for about 2 years. So whenever I put the necklace on, the kids know, like, who are you going to help? Where are you going? Who are you going to be talking with? And it's always fun when I can say I'm going to be talking with Solomon Society. My daughter wants to be a future lion lady one day is what she calls it. But my son asked, like, what can I do? I can't be a lion lady one day. And I did tell him there is an amazing group of mentions known as the L'Chaim Club, and that he can join you guys when he gets older and continue to do amazing things for our community. So in about 10 years or so, look for a guy with last name Alfi, and I just can't wait to see like what you guys continue to do and what we will do together to make our community so great. Have a fun night. Back to the boys' time.
Frank, looking good. How are you, buddy?
Hey, good morning. Good to see you.
All right, so what are we here to talk about?
The mentorship initiative.
Ah, okay.
Tell me,
All right.
give me a couple of thoughts. What'd you think of it?
This was by far the highlight of my year, meeting you and having you as part of the program. God, we've had like a lot of fun, haven't we?
Yeah, what were a couple of the things that you got out of the program? Takeaways from the initiative?
I mean, other than a fantastic mentor, we've had a lot of laughs, and you give me some great advice about life in general and success and work-related, personal, everything. And that connection that we've made, that's it for me.
Yeah, I mean, thumbs up. I echo that. I got involved in this really for two reasons. One, I got asked. Maybe that's the word to the wise of don't ever be afraid to ask. And secondly, I do give back as part of kind of my general constitution, and Solomon and Federation, that's an important aspect of what they're all about. But giving back on a personal level and connecting with an individual like you, and having an opportunity for me to stay relevant on someone that's so passionate about their career and is so open for new ideas, this really became something that I got a lot of joy and pleasure in partnering with you over the last 8 months.
I'm really happy to hear that, Frank, and you're not going anywhere. We're going to be friends for a long time, okay?
Great. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next couple of weeks. Be well.
All right. You too.
Man.
Take care.
Good night.
Gideon, those are some amazing stories. And the amazing thing about hearing from them all is that I'm personally close friends with so many of them through Solomon Society. One thing that is close to me and close to my heart is the power of NextGen, the Federation's program for young adults. One of those speakers, specifically Dimitri, whose growth and leadership has been tremendous over these past few years, is Orange County's newest member of JFNA's National Young Leadership Cabinet, where he joins both Greg Applefield and Matt Sussin, who are also Solomon Society and L'Chaim Club members, along with our sister, Anna Putterman. It's inspiring to watch Dimitri lead and take the mantle. And I'm pretty sure he's doing whatever he can to be the next Adam Miller. I don't blame him. There's a lot to live up to. But then beyond that, there's the Next Gen Mentorship Initiative, which is just amazing to watch as the leaders of our community work with the younger members of our community to help guide them and inspire them to be more involved. One thing I have learned is Jewish Federation of Orange County really cares about developing the next generation of leaders.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, and did we just get Zoom bomb by Andrea Alfi? Does this mean that I get to Zoom bomb women's voices next year?
I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Tit for tat.
Nice. Well, with Solomon Society's purpose of building camaraderie amongst the men and driving philanthropy, these two stories are true examples of that. We appreciate the kind words from Andrea, and we feel the same way about the good that women's philanthropy accomplishes for Jewish Federation.
Gideon, I agree. For me, the investment is important, and you'll hear me talk about a lot about the investment in the future. I've become the leader I am today because the investment that Jewish Federation put into me many years ago when I moved back to the community, sending me on trips to learn about what Jewish Federation does, giving me skill training, sending me to programs, really helping develop. The commitment of people like Stephanie Epstein to help me grow as a leader has been immense. And it's because of that investment from Jewish Federation that I've become the leader I am. If it wasn't for all these great people in the community giving back to me and helping me get to who I am today, I don't think I would have just finished a term as co-chair of National Young Leadership Cabinet for Jewish Federations of North America, with the entire country, a goal I set many years ago and was guided there by people in this community. I truly know the importance of investing in the next generation and thank everyone for that commitment.
Adam Miller for president. All right, totally, Adam, totally. Securing our Jewish future is so important, but more about that later. Right now, I'm excited to share that we have raised $281,910. And, oh, L'Chaim, look at that. And I made my gift tonight. How about you, Adam?
Thank you, Gideon. You are a true example of what it means to lead through action and also through your dollars. As a member of NYL Cabinet, earlier this month, I participated in a caucus myself and made my 2021 annual campaign gift of $25,000 having already made my 2020 gift last year.
Amazing. Now that is leading by example, Adam. And if any of our viewers have already made their 2020 gift and would like to increase their gift, or even make their 2021 gift, please go for it right now. It all counts, and it goes towards the mission of Jewish Federation.
Guys, we still need your help. Please make your donation on the website, text, or email. Staff is following up in real time. It's like a Jerry Lewis telethon. It's amazing. But, I spent a lot of time talking about Next Gen, and I've done that tonight. But it's important that we remember those who got us here, who put everything together. Solomon Society would not be what it is today without those who have set the foundation.
So true, Adam. And as chair of the Jewish Community Foundation of Orange County, talk about the importance of leaving a legacy gift. That ensures our Jewish community is here, thriving for generations to come, for our children and for our children's children. And now I'd like for us to pause to recognize and remember a few very, very special people who we lost over the past year. And only one that's from a few days ago. Ron Beard, will you please go ahead?
As we celebrate tonight, let's also take a moment to honor 4 special men in our community, 3 founding members of Solomon Society who we lost over this past year, Joseph Boehm, Arthur Friedman, and my father, Effie Beard, and most recently, Jeremy Goldman. May their memories and their good deeds be for a blessing.
Thank you, Ron. Strength and honor, man. Thank you. We miss everybody that you talked about, and we know that it's still fresh for everyone, and our hearts go out to, from the whole community, to your family and to the other families that have been loved ones taken from them this year. And now is the time. Now is the time for us to step up and to take action, to make your gift tonight and to be included in our collective efforts to secure our Jewish community, to strengthen our Jewish community, and to be proud of what we all can accomplish together for our families, for our teens, for those in need, for our Holocaust survivors. Right now is the time that we need your help.
Gideon, I completely echo everything you said. You said it perfectly. I have nothing more to say. We are much stronger together. It just impresses me watching a video like that and just knowing what's come before us and where we're going to go. Now, coming up next, though, we have a few more special celebrity guests. We have Adam Carolla, Christine Devine, Shachar, our Israel tour guide, and Bryan Cranston.
Hey, it's Adam Carolla. I want to tell you guys, the Solomon Society is doing great work, but you can help them do better work if you give during this time of need. And Scott Seigel, nobody does a custom closet. I worked at ABC Closets. I worked at Always Better Closets. I cut my teeth at Always Better Closets, and I've not seen closets as good as Scott's. He put a beautiful one in my master bedroom, charged me retail, and the guy left a dump in the toilet, but other than that, a total pro.
Shalom Chaverim! My guys from the Solomon Society. I understand it's a big night for you guys. So I went something nice to Caesarea. It's like 10 minutes from my house. I miss you guys, really. When I had the group in 2018, I thought it's going to be a bunch of snobbish, entitled guys, which you are, but also great mentions, really. A lot of magical moments. I think over the years, I've talked more about this group than we actually did stuff. But like the night at the desert with the guitars and all the things we did and the amazing, amazing experiences where our boat, was destroyed. But never mind that. Anyways, I hope you guys do a lot of good. I hope you guys are feeling good, are keeping safe. Have a great night. Have a safe year. I hope this all ends soon. You could come back to visit me in Israel. Your friend, Shachar.
Hello, it's Christine Devine at Fox 11 News. Wow, what a year it is, and I'm sorry we all are not able to get together in a big way. I've had a great time interacting with you, courtesy my great friends Leslie and Scott Seigel, especially that VIP invite to MC your evening with Kobe Bryant. Who amongst us will ever forget that very special night we got to spend with Kobe forever in our hearts? You do so much good work in our community. The efforts to support underserved families and first responders is so needed during COVID times. So wishing you much success on your virtual gala. It's what we do in these times. I'll see you again, or you can watch me right here on Fox 11 News at 5 and 10 p.m. with Alex Michelson, who's sitting right there.
We love you. Hello, I'm Bryan Cranston. I just wanted to record this message for all of you at the Solomon Society, friends that I've seen years ago and hope to see again soon. These are tough times. This is the most challenging year that many of us have faced, but no one knows challenging, tough times better than your organization. And you have the resiliency and the fortitude to see it through. And it's time to do that again. So be strong, be together, be kind, and we'll get through this with your guidance, your history and knowledge. I have faith that it's going to work out just fine. Bless you. I hope you're all well and stay that way, and look forward to seeing you again soon.
Wow. Wow, you guys all really outdid yourself. And if I can just say, I also outdid myself. And not just with the jokes. It's time to admit it. The $120K donation. It wasn't me, but one day it will be me. I can guarantee you all that. But this has been an amazing night, right? It's like Lite Night, but as close to late night as we could possibly do in these pandemic times. So we had stars, we had Doris, we had everything you could want in an evening. And, I got to say, Adam, Gideon, and I hate to say this, you rock this MC thing. And my job is now, it's in question for next year, and no, it isn't. I'll be back in Anaheim 2021. You guys did fantastic, but you know me.
Hey, Elon, you can have that job. This was a lot of hard work, and I didn't even get to enjoy nearly as many cocktails as I would have liked to.
Gideon, you know what? Speak for yourself. Always time for a good glass of wine. But the important thing tonight is the fundraising. And I've been blown away by the generosity of everybody here. We haven't been together in person. It's been a rough year for many, separated out, doing it apart. But we put together an idea and we've come together as a community in a new and different environment. And by doing that, we've still been able to fundraise. And I'll be honest, we've passed our expectations tonight. And that's thank you to everybody here. And the night's not even over yet. And I hope we go even higher. But the truth is our goal for tonight was $300,000. Thanks to everyone here, we have raised $333,144, which is absolutely amazing. This is the money that goes to change our community and does so much for our future. But there's still work to be done. I really would love to see this number higher before the end of the night because there's so many people who need our help. There's so much more change we could do and so much of a difference we can make to really impact our community and its future. So I ask you, please make your gift tonight if you've already not done so to help truly change our community.
Thank you, Adam, and thanks, Elon. And, that's almost it. I want to give a final shout out to the Solomon Society leadership who consistently put hours in on this to put this together in such a short amount of time and dedicated a lot of their free time to make this thing possible. We also want to thank our dedicated professional staff, especially Allie Mars and Stephanie Epstein. Woo-hoo! Amazing. These two are rock stars and really deserve kudos for really being able to put this together in such a short period of time, given all their other responsibilities that they have at Jewish Federation. And we also want to thank all the other Jewish Federation staff as well for helping to keep us on track and to make sure that this evening was the success that it has been.
And I want to thank you to our underwriters, our supporters, and our special guests. One of the amazing things about tonight is we're really trying to focus every dollar Federation has these days on giving back to the community. Thank you to our underwriters. We've been able to launch this event without charging anyone here for coming, but any donation you give, while also keeping it revenue neutral. I believe we actually may have been a little bit positive on those underwriters. And that means so much. So thank you guys for allowing that to happen and allow us to continue doing the great work we do, especially in a time like this. I want to also thank you, everyone who donated this evening. Again, without you, we don't exist. You know, this community is each and every one of you. It's each person out there. It's the inspiration you bring to each other. It's how you motivate all of us to do more. So thank you. You know, we are the Jewish Federation of Orange County because of the people. It's thanks to you we're able to do the great work that the Solomon Society does and the great work that the Jewish Federation of Orange County does.
Amen. Amen, my brother. Amen. And as we wrap up, I just want to thank Gideon, Adam. By the way, Gideon, with that mic, what are you doing, a podcast over there that I don't know about? Where did you get that professional equipment exactly? I'd like to know.
Well, I think I got it on Amazon, actually.
Did you? And did you buy it just for this show?
No, I didn't. We use it all the time.
For what?
Yeah.
What are you, Joe Rogan over there? What are you doing exactly in that basement of yours?
Yeah.
Guys, listen, we could chat all night, but we promised you a brief short. This is like just an hour. It's like been a perfect hour of fun and fundraising. I've always said I try to put the fun in fundraising, and I think tonight we all did. We all made this really special. So Gideon, Adam, my co-hosts, all of my Solomon Society brothers, the leadership, you guys stepped up to a whole new level. And, you know, to ensure that the Jewish Federation is always here for good.
Thank you, Elon. And one last l'chaim for everybody. Raise your glasses on 3. 1, 2, 3. L'chaim.
We all know that this year has been a bit different. Solomon Society is back, and we look forward to seeing you virtually or hopefully in person in the coming year. Join us at some of our upcoming events. Thank you all again for joining us tonight. We hope you shared with us a few laughs, possibly a few tears. If you haven't made your 2020 donation to Jewish Federation, your support is still needed, and there is still time to help. Please visit jewishoc.org/Lite Nite Give and continue to support and make an impact in Orange County, Israel, and around the world.